Hello, family and friends. Mike's Grill and Barbecue. It's always something. It's always something every day. Cooking, making guitars, tuning guitars, changing strings. Now I tried to get my motorcycle running, and it's dead. So I had to take the battery out, go to the store, and buy a new battery. $83. I got a Duralast AGM absorbed glass matte, absorbed glass matte technology. 83 bucks. You try to put it in, and with all the wires that go on top, the little nut in there, they fell out already. I had to get on my hands and knees on the ground and find the little tiny nut on the ground. They make it so difficult. These bolts won't reach the bottom, or they do when it's tight, but with the cables from the motorcycle going up here, the screw won't catch the nut. The bolt won't catch the nut. So what I did, so I got some double face tape, and I put it on the nut. And then I put the bolt and screwed the bolt to the nut. You can't have a bolt without a nut. And then the double face, and then I made it really tight with my 10 millimeter socket. And I let it sit for like 30 minutes. So the double face tape will stick to the top. Now I'm gonna try to put it in. I'm gonna gently take the bolt out, put the wires on, and hopefully the nut stays up high where I can put the bolt back in and proceed to screw it in the nut. I want to get this motorcycle running. You can't have a bolt without a nut. What's a nut going to do if there's no bolt to screw it to? So let's go outside. Or I'm outside already. Jesus. Let me go out, take the battery. Let me see if I can get this installed and get this motorcycle started. It's a 2006 F4I, Honda F4I 600R. It's a great motorcycle. 2006, I got almost 10,000 miles on it. That's not a lot. That's like brand new. And I've got a full tank of gas. All right. Mike's Grill and Barbecue. Guitar shop. Motorcycle shop. Yard whacker, weeder. Chainsaw. Maniac. Let's get this brand new battery in the motorcycle. Shall we? Let's see if I can get this battery in here. It goes right in here. See if we can get this motorcycle running. Hawaii. Hawaii. Aloha. Right. Got the battery in there. You just drop it in. We gotta hook up this. And this. And the ground, this, and that. So I'm gonna take the nut out. Not the nut, it's the bolt. got to put the bolt. The bolt goes in the nut. Can't have a nut without a bolt. It's not a screw. You don't use a nut on a screw. You use a bolt. So I'm going to try to do that right now. Let's see if I can get it done. Bolt goes through the nut. Success. I got the ground on. My little trick with the double face tape worked like a dream. I think I'm dreaming. Now let's do the positive side. You gotta think positive. Think on the positive side of life. Even when you're in trouble, hanging upside down in a closet, just think of the bright side of life. Let's do the red side. All right, bird. I'm sweating. It's 100 degrees. I spent a half hour looking for the nut. The nut fell off on the red side. Been on the ground, I'm sweating. I'm gonna get a piece of baling wire, where I'm gonna use double face tape to get the nut out from inside of the motorcycle. Gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta get that nut out. Why can't it be machined where the screw or the bolt goes right, screws into the battery? Why do you have to have a nut in there? Unbelievable. The double face tape. I'm going to roll it up. I'm going to stick it in there and see if the nut will stick to it. Woohoo! Let's go see. I've been looking for this nut for a half hour. And I hit my head on the ground in the 100-degree weather looking for the nut. I had to pull out the battery again. The nut stayed on the negative side. The nut's still there. It worked good. So I'm going to redo this nut here with more tape and try again. The bolt goes in the nut like that, and it goes right in there. It should be a simple thing. Why isn't this machined out where the nut just goes and starts screwing in? Why does it have to be loose? The little nut goes in there and it falls out. Unreal. This is like an hour already. Going to the store. Hands and knees. Looking for the nut. Double face tape. I gotta figure out a way to put that nut. The nut goes in here like this. Just like that. And the bolt goes in there and catches it. But with all the stuff on there, the bolt won't catch the nut. So I gotta get that nut up high. Let me think about it. I gotta put a little spacer in there. A little piece of metal or some paper. Piece of cardboard. Like 2 pieces of cardboard underneath to raise it up. This I'm gonna put a piece of tape right here so the nut doesn't fall out again. It's fallen out 2 times. Getting really annoyed with this, man. I just want to get on my bike and ride. Rock and roll. I'm going to use a little electrical tape and make a little ball. And gonna crumple it up like inside out so it's sticky. And I'm gonna stick it underneath the nut so it goes high up there. It's electrical tape, so it should be fine. I'm gonna put it underneath the nut. Then the bolt, I can put the bolt in. But the nut will be up high. It's like a wedge. I want to wedge that nut up to the top. See if it'll work. All right, I think it's going to work. I got the electrical tape underneath it. There's that nut. There's the hole for the bolt. I put all the stuff on top. Screw it right into the nut. The nut can't come down too much. It's stuck in there. The bolt will go in electrical tape. Should hold it all in place. That's what I'm going to do. This one's still fine. I'm not going to even touch it. Hopefully it works. Right, I got the nut in there. I got electrical tape underneath it. I put a piece of electrical tape on the side here so it won't fall out again. Take me another half hour to find it. This nut seems to be good. Had to unscrew it. It's staying right there. Put a piece of electrical tape right here so I don't lose this nut. Let's go try again. Duralast. It'll be a last take forever to put this battery in. It's Duralast. All right, got the ground wire back in. My tape job worked good over there again. Now I just got to get the positive side connected. Wish me luck. It's like the 3rd time in an hour to get that up in there. Just like last time, I had to take the little washer out, a 1/16 of an inch, to get the screw or the bolt to go in. Now it's tight. It's tight. See if it'll start up. I got power. Unbelievable. It wouldn't start for like 20 minutes. I don't know what's going on. Charging on at 2 amps. I don't know what happened. It wouldn't start, man. Brand new battery. All of a sudden I did something. And it started. I left kept it in gear and rolled the bike back and forth in gear to get the motor like turned a little bit. And then somehow it just went on. Unreal. All right, Mike's Grill and Barbecue, motorcycle mechanic. Barbecue, grilling, guitars, motorcycles, cars. What else do I have to do? Rock and roll, everybody. I'm gonna let this run for a little while. $9,247 miles. All right, let's go for a ride. Thanks for watching, everybody. Gotta put air in the tires. That's what I gotta do. I gotta do air. Hello, everyone. I went to get on the bike. I had the gloves, the helmet, filling up the tires on the motorcycle. The valve stem is cracked, leaking air on the front tire. Brand new tire. So I gotta get AAA to tow me to the motorcycle repair shop, take the tire off, get a new valve stem. The rubber was cracked and the air is all coming out. Everything leads to a problem. It never ends. It always happens. Unbelievable. This happened before. You fix everything, there's a new problem. So I'm gonna get the front tire repaired, replaced, and by lunchtime tomorrow, I'll be riding. Woo! Rock and roll. Bye, everybody.